Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Janie Boo's, aka Janie of Canada. Today we have a very, very, very fun topic for you. It is Toronto versus Vancouver. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I just got my PR or I want to study and I don't know which of the cities that are quite big in Canada to go to, aka it's a tale of two cities, a battle of two cities, Toronto versus Vancouver today. And you're not going to hear from just me today. You're going to have my home girl Daisy all the way from Vancouver. Yes, I flew in someone from Vancouver for you today. So everything you need to know about these two cities, the battle is a showdown. This is the video for you. Let's get it. And without further ado, please welcome Daisy! Yeah. So. Hi everybody, welcome my home girl Daisy all the way from Vancouver.
I was flown in for this.
Yes,
very trivial.
We got that YouTube money. Let's start there. When it comes to like the culture, which city do you think wins? Toronto or Vancouver? Be honest.
I would say in terms of like a melange of different cultures, whether it's African, Nigerian, wherever you're from on the continent, Indian, Portuguese, all of that. Toronto wins.
Toronto wins. It's literally the most diversity in the world. So 1 point for Toronto, 0 points for Vancouver. Okay, let's talk about weather.
Weather, okay. Vancouver wins for weather. I'm sorry.
Daisy literally showed up today and she's like wearing a puffer, like a big jacket. I'm like
look at what I'm wearing right now, literally.
I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah. My house is just hot.
So it's hella cold here. Don't come here.
What is the coldest it gets in Vancouver in Celsius? Maybe like negative 15, I'll say. Yeah. Must be nice. We get to like 30, 40, sometimes even 50 in this place. So.
Negative 50.
I'm joking.
Try your freezer.
Try your freezer. Let's talk about transportation networks.
Okay. In terms of air, land,
like getting around the city of Vancouver. I don't know about that, your SkyTrain. Because, so in Toronto, there is like the subway, there's the buses, there's streetcars. There's different options to get around, especially if you're like in the downtown core. Yeah. What is it like in Vancouver?
Vancouver obviously has a SkyTrain that goes all the way from downtown.
That SkyTrain thing can fall.
No, it can't fall. It can't fall. It's there. It's live. It's real.
The truth is, I've used the SkyTrain like once in my life, but you've actually gone through like Toronto Transit. Yeah. So which would you say is better or easier?
Vancouver Transit is easier.
Really?
Yeah, it's easier.
What is the average cost of like a one-way pass on a Vancouver Transit?
$3.25.
It's the same thing in Toronto.
Yeah.
But you guys don't have any subways.
No, there's no subways because we use the SkyTrain. You don't need to use the subway.
Okay, can we agree for a draw?
On this, sure, I'll give you that.
Oh, but also, okay, so draw on
in terms of transit, I think Vancouver has a better transit. In terms of air travel, if you're trying to go back home to see your parents, I think Toronto has better prices.
Better prices because it's like if you're from the continent of Africa, we're closer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we're closer to Europe as well.
Yeah.
We're closer to the eastern part of the United States. So if you're trying to go to like LA or Seattle, then parts of Asia, parts of Asia, then Vancouver works for you. Okay, cost of living.
I say Vancouver is more expensive.
So Toronto wins this one. So I know I've talked about the crazy prices of rents.
Yeah.
So what is the average cost of a one bed in the city of Vancouver?
So okay, if you're looking at downtown Toronto, I'll say it's about comparable. Okay. But if you're looking at like outskirts of Toronto, I'll say it's better.
That makes sense. So I guess it's on par with Toronto then. Yeah. They're both expensive cities.
Yeah.
I guess it's the price of being
Don't move to expensive cities as a student.
As a student, yes. Yeah. But like if you're you come as a permanent resident and you have your own profession, you might.
As a working professional, might make some sense.
That's the next point. So let's draw on that one. The cities are both trash, but let's talk about life as a professional.
Yeah.
What do you think? There's more opportunities for professionals in Toronto or in Vancouver?
I think it depends on the industry too.
Okay, what industry do you think Vancouver is better for?
I would say there's a lot of tech.
No, Toronto wins in tech.
No.
Toronto wins in tech.
Listen.
Okay, come for me.
Like, I'll say the best startups that have raised so much money
Where are you getting your data from?
Actually in
Vancouver. That's not true. The Well Simples of the world, the Shopify's of
in Ottawa, not Toronto. Shopify
it's still Ontario, so we can claim those people. No, I think you guys are doing okay, but like I'm not gonna think tech. I'm like, oh, Vancouver.
No. I'll say they have a considerable amount of same tech
but
startups.
Toronto is better. Be honest with yourself.
Maybe pay wise. That's another topic.
Number of opportunities.
I'll say it's about the same in tech. In banking, I'll say it's about the same. When you come to like maybe areas as in like supply chain, you're talking about areas as in how do you call that? What's this?
2,000 years
healthcare or something.
later.
I'll say Toronto is better for sure.
Listen, Toronto had way more jobs than Seattle. I think some parts of the valley.
For sure.
So there's more opportunities.
For sure.
So
if you're in finance, obviously Toronto is a place.
So what is the one niche industry that you say Vancouver over Toronto? Do you know?
I would say for now, to me, in my opinion, and based on my experience, I'll say if you're in retail fashion, I'll say Toronto is your place for you. I mean, not Toronto.
Vancouver.
Vancouver is your place for you. The only city that competes might be Montreal, but that's about it.
Totally makes sense. I'm honestly, I'm not even a fashionista or anything, but Toronto fashion sucks. Let's talk about travel destinations.
Ooh,
so
okay.
Toronto versus Vancouver, like if you're in that city, access to travel destinations, go.
If you're ready to explore all of Asia, you are ready to explore a lot of the Caribbean, South America, definitely.
I don't understand.
But if you're ready,
closer to the Caribbean and South America.
But if you are ready to explore Europe, South America for sure, and the rest of the world, then Toronto makes sense.
Listen, so AKA, when you hear rest of the world, you hear Toronto wins. Pretty much. Like all the cool beaches, all the like parts of Eastern America, like the Caribbean were closer to too.
Yeah, I'll say.
So Toronto wins when it comes to travel
destinations. But the flights are about the same. So the thing is...
Hold on, Cameroonian. If you're going to Cameroon today, where would you come through?
I'll go to Montreal. Air France.
Air France.
So
whatever. Toronto wins this one. Okay, when it comes to adventure,
okay,
which city is better for like outdoorsy stuff?
Obviously, Vancouver is better for outdoors.
I'm not even going to lie.
We have Whistler. You can ski. You can do hiking on the Grouse Mountain. You can do a lot of kayaking. We have a lot of lakes, seas, everything. You can go to Squamish. All of that. We have hot springs too, so which is medicinally and healthy for you too. So check that out. I don't know about Toronto. Like you like indoors. Sure.
You can go to Woodbine Beach.
Is that even a beach? Let's start there.
Yo, I remember my disappointment when I went to Woodbine, like coming from Nigeria, and like all the big beaches and waves. We're like, oh, let's go to Woodbine.
Nah.
I went to this lake with like Sparrow Gyre in it. Yo, that was honestly, Vancouver is beautiful. So if it comes to outdoorsy stuff, Vancouver it is.
Of
there.
course. We definitely win on that.
Okay, being serious again, when it comes to like business and like entrepreneurial, the environment.
Yeah.
So like if you're a startup, you're a small business owner, if you're trying to like get grants, funding, things like that, and you need to like support your business, what city do you think is better?
I would say it depends on the kind of business.
Okay.
So, like a lot of African entrepreneurs are doing a lot of stuff catered to Africans and people of the Caribbean a lot. So I'll say Toronto wins in that sector. But if you're looking at cool businesses like Hyperwallet and people who are doing stuff in like real estate and all of that kind of businesses, then you're looking at Vancouver. So
okay.
I'll say in terms of opportunities, that kind of depends. Look at your market. Even if you're looking at healthcare, I'll say Alberta works better for you. So it just depends on what you're doing entirely. But yeah, so.
Alright, so I think when it comes to like entrepreneur and like business environments, both are quite on par.
I'll say both, they're quite on par. In terms of
right.
if you're an entrepreneur trying to raise Series A kind of funding and everything,
Yeah.
I think Toronto is better.
Because when it comes to private equity,
Yeah.
Toronto has better networks when it comes to that and support system just from the diversity of the city and like the population too, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it also still exists in Vancouver. I think because I'm Anglophone, I'm more likely to go to Vancouver than Montreal when it comes
I'm Anglophone too, by heart. But, But you know how it is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay. So
Speak two languages if you can. Yeah.
okay, now you're throwing shade.
I'm not throwing shade, but like Janie of Canada knows, like if you are trying to come to Canada and you can speak French, that adds some points.
Oui.
So that adds some points to your application.
Totally
so
makes sense.
If you can speak French, write that test and come through.
Which city would you think is best for new immigrants? I'm sure everybody wants to know this one.
To be honest with you, I would say they're both jungles, man. Like, if they throw you in, you kind of have to figure it out yourself. Make sure you have somebody who is kind enough, understands the city, wants the best interest for you, and is able to guide you on the path that you want to take. You know, I know it's hard sometimes when you come and you can't really follow what you decided that you wanted to do from the start, but whatever you do to get yourself to where you want to be, I think you should do it. I think both cities are pretty hard to be in.
AKA she means Toronto is better.
Nah. I mean, both cities are hard, and so put in the work, you know, and that's I think that's what's important.
Honestly, that's fair. Like the newcomer struggle is real. It's real, but it's like
that's why you have this channel. You can watch everything and kind of know what's up. Yeah, and
So we're both black women who have had to navigate North America as black women.
Yeah.
Well, which city? I mean, I've spent most of my time in Toronto, and you have Vancouver. Like, which city would you think has more, or feels like it has more racism?
That's a tough one.
Sorry, I had to drop it.
Okay. I think in Canada there's a lot of passive aggressive.
Yeah, Canadians are very like polite racists.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. I've never worked in Toronto, so I cannot say. But I think I would say that most workplaces I've been in, you kind of get a little bit of it. I think just sometimes maybe till people know you, but there's some people who don't change. So it is what it is. Take it each day at a time and tough up. Educate people as much as you can. Sometimes
it's not your job to educate people. Sometimes too.
Sometimes it's not your job to educate people, but
sometimes you clap back. No, don't clap.
Don't clap back. No, don't clap back. But if you can educate. And don't expect that when you educate, it means that all of a sudden there's gonna be change.
Yeah, that's true.
But you've done your part, and that's the most you can do about it.
Facts.
Yeah.
I would just add though that I think like Toronto might be better only because of the population of people of color.
Actually, yeah.
So
the exposure. Yeah.
You're less likely to run into some random person touching your hair in Toronto than in Vancouver. Oh my god.
But then I think there's still a thing of like I still want to touch it to kind of know. Like I'm doing right now.
Okay, so I gotta ask you, when it comes to culture, which city do you think is better?
I'll take Toronto culture.
Toronto culture, right? Why is that?
I feel like people don't engage as much in Vancouver. Like,
and I already think Toronto people don't even engage. So
really,
I think it's a little bit better. Like in summer, like people be like, "Hey!" on the streets. Yeah. What would you? Okay, let's talk about what do you think average tuition then is like in Vancouver?
I'll say it's about the same. UBC,
like University of BC is like the same as U of T.
Yeah. And U of T, I think U of T is more expensive because of the rankings too of universities.
That
right?
is true.
Definitely, in terms of the number of schools available,
Toronto,
whatever.
Okay, so I think with that you kind of like have a sense of where to go by now. If you're still not, you do. If you're still not sure, you can always land in Calgary.
Calgary's where it's at.
So I hope we've been able to just like obviously. Funnily but seriously share with you our thoughts about Vancouver and Toronto from a very high level.
Yeah, I think everybody should move to Vancouver. Like, how do you build that cultural diversity if you don't move to Vancouver? So.
AKA, you continue to sustain it in Toronto. Thank you so much. Anyway, so if there's anything we missed in this like tale of two cities, if you're in Vancouver and Toronto, I have something to add. Please leave it in the comment box. I'd like to actually continue the conversation. Thank you so much, Dee, for coming on the channel today.
Definitely.
You guys, please make sure you subscribe for more content like this, and we'll see you in the next one.